What's up, reefers? So, leak test went good last night. There's no leaks in the tank, so everything is good. Running kind of loud right now because I just turned off the pump, but I've got my Siche Zero utility pump in here attached to my Python hose. So I'm going to drain it all the way out there and fill it up with salt. Actually, I'll probably put sand first and then start filling up with salt water and everything. So work in progress. Hopefully I'm trying to get the fishes in today actually. So we'll see how it goes. Long day. Catch you later. All right, all the water's almost drained. Still got another couple inches of water down here. I'll need to vacuum all that stuff out before I fill it up again. But the sump is empty. So almost done. Well, not done, but almost done draining the tank. Lots more to go. To be continued. Hey reefers, so what you are looking at is the old sand from my frag tank. As you can see, it's the old sand, super dirty, brown, like chocolate milk or coffee. But I'm reusing some of this old sand that I've had in my old tanks. Popular belief is you cannot use old sand, but you can actually. If you look on Reef to Reef, there's a lot of people out there that reuse their old sand and have had success, and nothing is wrong with their tank. As you can see here, I've rinsed out some of these other buckets already with sand. So by doing it this way, I save money on buying new sand, probably at least $200 to $300 worth of sand if I had to buy new sand from Petco. PetSmart is where it's usually cheapest, but you know, it's sand. So is sand ever really new besides for being clean sand? So that's why you have to wash it really well, get the water nice and clear before you add it back to the tank. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use up a lot of water probably, but you can see you just fill it up and start pouring it out and refilling the bucket again as it gets down low. So that's what I'll be doing. So catch you later. So basically you just want to take the hose and fill up the bucket with the sand. As you can see how dark and dirty and gray it is. So you just want to keep on dumping out the dirty water and letting it refill up again. You want to take your hand in here and mix up the sand a bit as well too. So that way it can get all the old detritus that was trapped in there out. So that's what you keep on doing. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back to show you how clear this can get. See ya. All right, so I am filling up the sump right now with the Python hose. I've mixed up some salt water in here last night. I actually mixed it up with higher concentration salt water so that way it could all mix up. And then I'm putting it in here for now, so that way when I add some more RODI water into here, it'll level out to the 1025 or 26 salt salinity. So I got a bag of Carib Sea Ocean Direct sand right here. I don't know where I got this. I didn't buy it, but I think I got it from a tank breakdown that I was doing. But nice new bag of sand there, and almost there. Hopefully I can warm up the water and everything and put the fishes in there tonight, but we'll see. Want to make sure the temperature is even for the fishes. And then over here, this is one of the rock structures I'll be using, some tonga branches that were cemented together. And then the sand, this is the sand right here that I'll be using. So 6 buckets of sand, about halfway full. So should be enough, but I want a thin sand bed, so we'll see if it's enough. All right, see you later. All right, reefers, I'm about to put sand into my tank right here. So about to fill it up. Got 6 half buckets of sand, so hopefully it'll fill it up enough. Down here, I've got my heaters going on for the water down there. Currently it's 60 degrees, so pretty cold. Too cold to put the fishes inside right now, so I'm heating it up. So hopefully I can get this done by tonight. Not sure if I'll put the fishes in, but just want to get the water up to temperature first and see how it goes and see how long it takes me. So let's see. Catch you later. All right, reefers. So we got sand in the tank now. And then we also have my rock structure. I've had this for a really long time. Got it from a friend, but it's always been a bit too big for any of my tanks. I did use it in a Innovative Marine SR60 one time, but I only did that for like 6 months, but too big, took down that tank. Now it's perfect for this tank. So I'm gonna put another rock structure right there for my Ellis 120, so it should fit perfectly right there. We'll see how it fits, but looking good so far. I think I like how the sand turned out. Some of that Carib Sea Special grade sand plus the Ocean Direct sand was a bit finer looking. You can see the difference here. I just sprinkled a layer on top. So we'll see how it turns out. But so far looking good, making good progress. See you later. What's up, reefers? So I've got water in the tank, it's running now. Had some issues with the power supply. I think having 2 heaters, I hooked up 2 heaters in here so I can get the temperature up. Right now it's 62.1, but I think plugging 2 heaters in here is tripping the GFCI outlet, so gotta figure. I've had to run a cable, a cord to the other outlet on the other side of the garage, so that way I can temporarily heat the tank. Hopefully by tomorrow it'll be at least in the 75 range, so that way I can add the fish. I don't want to add the fishes when it's too cold, stress them out. I did put in some of the old biomedia from the frag tank in here, so that way it can introduce the bacteria. I'll probably swap it out later on, since those are pretty old. But yep, this is what it looks like so far. Water level in here looks good. It's got about 1 inch trickle falls down before it hits the pipes. I got my 2 Vectras running. I set it to only about 33%. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll probably relocate this. Thinking about it, I'm gonna relocate this so that way there's not water. It doesn't trip the outlets because evaporation. I don't want any salt buildup, so I'm gonna be moving that probably down lower here, vertical, just like I did over here. Most likely, that way I have easy access to outlets. Still undecided on what I'm gonna do for the control board. I might put it on that side. I might move those two stands, turn one the other way, and put everything in there in the electronic cabinet. So, not sure yet, we'll see. But that's pretty much it, getting closer. And as for the fishes, everything is good. With my dog, say hi, Siri. Say hi. What you doing, huh? Come here, sit. You wanna shake? Paw. No, sit, sit. Paw. Can't see the paw with the... Good girl. She's curious. When I'm working on the tank, she always likes to see what's going on. But yeah, so this is the tank. The fishes are doing well in here so far. I've seen all the 4 yellow tangs, the blue tang. I've seen the wrasse in here. I saw the trigger. I saw the bellis. I saw the filefish. I saw some of the anthias, I think, in here. So far so good. Got a lot of these anemones in here in the basket. These are the Nexus Joker anemones there. So hopefully I can get these guys in the tank tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up early. Hopefully the temperature's up and ready. Move some of the rock from the Ellis tank over. And then catch all the fishes. So hopefully that works out. But calling it a night. Thanks for watching. See ya.